Eric here with a video on how to repaint the door card on your vintage Land Rover, for me, a Range Rover Classic. First thing, take off the door card, then take off anything you don't want to have to cut around when you're painting. So your speaker, this door trim just unclips from the back, and you can unscrew this map pocket. And this is a nice thing to be able to bring into your paint store. And what they can do is they can do a match on this and give a pretty good readout of a color that's very similar to what was originally on here. I had mine mixed into this stuff called Cabinet Coat by Insulex. It has really good adhesion. It was designed to be able to repaint kitchen cabinets that's seen dirt and grime over many years, and so it has a really nice stickiness to it. Before you get painting, you want to prep the door card by washing it over good with soap and water, and then you can use something such as this Wool Bond liquid surface preparation. You put that in a rag, you just kind of give it a good wipe down, and that helps to ensure good adhesion on the plastic. For repainting, we're just going to brush and roll it. We don't need to spray it. This paint, it lays down really nice, and it kind of looks like you've sprayed it when you're done. I use what they call a foam roller, and also just a chip brush works just fine. So I recommend 2 coats. You just cut around anything that you don't want to roll, so like around the carpet here. But most of it you can roll pretty good. Put it on kind of light, but thick enough that it's going to stay wet, like it's not getting tacky on you. Let that dry, put on another coat. You'll be amazed at how nice it lays down and looks when you're done. I'll show you a quick video when I did the driver's side door. Here's the video in process a little bit. I started cutting around the carpet. Chip brush works good, but if you have a nicer brush that you have handy, I would recommend that instead. The bad thing about chip brushes is these, the bristles, they kind of just fly everywhere, but you can manage. So you can just cut in nice and close against the carpet like such. If you have a good paint match, which your paint store should be able to give you, you don't need to get perfectly close. Just get those bristles down in there, get it nice and coated. We're really only concerned about having to cut around anything that the roller is not going to be able to reach. Down in here by the speaker pocket is one of those areas. In here in this groove, you want to brush that out. Most everything else the foam roller will be able to reach. So your foam roller, you just want to kind of get it coated, not too heavy if possible, and find an area kind of like here where the door card goes and get rid of some of that excess paint. Just be careful not to hit your carpet. With products like this, usually less is more. If you put it on too thick, it can sometimes have a hard time adhering properly. So you just want to get kind of a nice light coat on, especially with this first coat. This gives you a good general idea of what's involved. Fairly easy. So I've just completed cutting and rolling the door card. A little shiny right now, but that'll dry down to a nice satin sheen. If there's any areas that are heavy, you can just use your foam roller that's kind of dry and just roll those out. What you're looking for is kind of a nice, even, light coat of paint. You don't want any real heavy buildup anywhere. You can see some kind of right down in there. You can carefully hit that without getting your carpet. That's awesome. You can see how as it dries, it looks straight out of the factory. Sometimes after you've let things dry for a while, you'll notice something like you see down here. What they call that is fisheye. There's something on the surface that is preventing the paint from adhering properly. What you can do is just take your foam roller and go over that area again. It usually helps to redistribute the paint and fill in those areas that were fisheyeing. Usually this has something to do with silicone or some other kind of cleaning agent that got onto that surface. Maybe it just means I need to do a little bit better prep this time around. But usually a nice re-roll like this before it's too dry helps to take care of the issue. After 2 coats of paint, this is what you can expect. A pretty good transformation for a quart of paint and a brush and a roller. Here's our door card installed, looking fine. I did this on my driver's door about 4 months ago and it's been holding up great. You don't need to limit it to the door cards. I use the same method for all the hard plastic here in the Range Rover dash, all these parts, including this guy. It's held up really nice. Would highly recommend.